In this video, we explain the topic is deadlocks in operating system. Here we explain only these content, definition of deadlock, real-time examples, conditions, what are the handling techniques used by deadlocks, what are the features, advantages, disadvantages, what are the modern technologies for deadlocks. First we see what is deadlocks. Deadlock is a situation in computing where two or more processes are unable to proceed because each is waiting for the other to release resources. This diagram represents process 1 currently holding resource 1 and it is waiting for resource 2. Then process 2 currently holding resource 2 and it is waiting for resource 1. This is a deadlock situation in operating system. Next we see real-time examples of deadlocks like railway deadlock, traffic gridlock, database deadlock, multi-threaded programming deadlock, printer and scanner deadlock, bank ATM deadlocks, etc. What are the conditions of deadlocks? There are 4 conditions: mutual exclusion, hold and wait, no preemption, circular wait. First we see mutual exclusion. Mutual exclusion is a fundamental concept in concurrent programming and operating system. When multiple processes or threads need to access a shared resources. This diagram represent a middle diagram represent critical section that we want to access a shared resources. Thread 1 and thread 2, it is nothing but separated thread units. Bidirectional arrow represent a both threads are need to access a shared resources. Then we explain hold and wait. Hold and wait, it is nothing but it is one of the necessary condition for deadlocks. It occurs when a process is holding at least one resources while waiting for additional resources that are currently being held by the other process. Like process 1 is currently holding resources 1 and it is waiting for resources 2. Next we see no preemption. No preemption is one of the necessary condition for deadlocks. It means that a resources allocated to a process cannot be feasibly taken away. The process must release it voluntarily. This diagram represents a process 1 currently holding R1 and it is waiting for R2. Then process 2 is currently holding R2 and it is wait for resources 1. What are the handling techniques used by deadlocks? Like four techniques used by deadlocks. There are prevention, avoidance, detection, recovery. First we see prevention. Prevention is a strategy to ensure that a system never enters a deadlocked state by breaking at least one of the necessary conditions. There are mutual exclusion, hold and wait, no preemption, circular wait. Then we see avoidance. It requires additional information about process and their resources needs. The most common deadlock avoidance methods are resources allocation graph algorithm, Banker's algorithm. Next, detection. Detection is a method that is used when deadlocks are allowed to occur and the system periodically checks for them. This approach is useful in environments where deadlocks are rare or where prevention and avoidance strategies are too restricted. Then, recovery. Once a deadlock is detected, the system must take action to break it. Deadlock recovery methods help regain normal execution, like process termination, resources preemption, process rollback, etc. Next, what are the future of deadlocks? Mutual exclusion, hold and wait, no preemption, circular wait, resource locking, non-progressive system state, resources starvations, etc. Next we see advantages. Resources allocation efficiency, better process synchronization, improved system design, encourage use of concurrency control. Next, disadvantages. System freezing or crashing, resources wastage, performance degradation, complexity in handling, process starvation. Next, what are the modern approaches used by the deadlocks? Artificial intelligence and machine learning, self-healing systems, dynamic resources allocation, timeout mechanisms, transactional memory systems like ATM related, deadlock detection with graph theory, non-blocking algorithms. Thank you.